Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video here on this beautiful channel. We're going to be doing another game development video here. Keep working on our DOS game. Now I got some help here from a friend on YouTube in the comments section. Thanks my friend. I'm just going to change this to a correct formula. The old one was a little iffy. It gave some wrong values. I think it's because I changed a few variables in here and it just straight up didn't work. So this should work for you right here. This should work for you perfectly. Now there is a way we could just test this. Like I said, I just want to make sure this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into main, and every time we start main, I'm just going to say int I equals this, and level, let's start with 1, or let's just say equals 1. Okay, and let's do this. Now this is typecasting. This is typecasting to make sure all of this becomes an integer in the end. I should do this constantly and many more things, because this will give you a double, right? This should give you a double because you're dividing and stuff like that. And in the end, you want an integer. You don't want exp or experience in a decimal form. But if you do want that, sure, you could use that. But then your other exp needs to be in a decimal form as well. But for this game, we needed an integer. So let's try this out. Let's just see out, and let's say std as well. Whoops, I. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll change around with the variables and see what we get. Should work. Okay, 0. So for level 2, we'd need 96. Okay, that's interesting. For level 3, we'd need 192. For level 4, we need 384. For level 5, we need 760. So it's working. It's working. Like for every level you go up, it automatically, what about for a high level? It automatically gives you a big number. So there you go. We can play around with this depending on how tough we want the leveling system to be. So now it's working. I'm sorry about that. That formula is it was bad. So the difference was that I had 11 here and I had power to 3 here as well. I think it was something like that. Actually, let's just see what the difference was here. So yeah, it was that, and then I messed up on a power. I messed up on a exponentiation here, I think. Yeah, we missed 1, or no, yeah, it was power to 2. Okay, never mind. So I understand that now. So this works, guys and girls. This works. We'll keep this. This is fine, and we'll use this for everything we need to what do you call it, transform. And this as well. Let's just copy this. Just copy this in here, just like that. Kablam! Alright, we got a working exp next thingy here. So that's good. So let's see what we're going to work on. We made most of this stuff. Now what did I say I was going to work on next time? I think I wanted to just go ahead and go into game and see the menu. Yeah, we got the character sheet working. So let's just try that out really quick. Just try that out. Bam. Oh, whoops. Bam. That worked. That worked. And we got the damage and everything going. So there we go. There we go. That is nice. Now, his name was... character's name is not supposed to be 5. Yeah, okay, I forgot. Okay, cool. EXP to next level. So it'll level up directly. What we could do is just say actually character plus, let's plus 100. So the first one should be XP next level 100. Yeah, so we'll just have plus 100 behind everything, and it's not a big deal. It gives us 100 in the beginning. So after that, it'll just be 100 plus all that stuff. So that's good. That's fine. That is fine. We didn't miss anything here. We got our damage and HP and everything. So what about we start working on a inventory, right? Or a weapon class. Actually, we can start making it a weapon class or an item class. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So we're gonna make a new. We're gonna make a whoops. We're gonna make a new class. Add a class and call it item. Okay. So what this is going to do, we're gonna have an item. It's gonna have an item ID. Okay, it's going to have an item ID, it's going to have some specific functions, and then we're going to inherit this class into another class. So we're going to use inheritance, and we're going to use some special pointer tactics to make sure we know if we're having an armor or a weapon inside an array of items. So this is what this allows us to do. It lets us have a inventory of items. We don't have to have one inventory for weapons and one for armor. So we'll talk about that. We'll get there. So let's just say, actually it doesn't really need an ID. It needs a string. Okay. We're not using this yet. So let's do that. We'll include this stuff into let's make another class. Let's call it inventory. Okay, we'll call it inventory. Now what we're going to do is we're going to include item in here. Whoops. Item.h. Okay. We're going to include oh whoops, this is the CPP file. We don't want to do that. So inventory there, item right here, and then we're going to go into the character. Oh, whoops. Sorry guys. In grills, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into character, and we're going to include inventory. So what this is going to do is that it's going to chain include all this stuff. Let's see. There we go. So item is going to be included to inventory, which itself is going to be included to character, which itself is included to game, which makes everything work. So there you go. There you go. No problems, right? So yeah, let's just keep working here then. Let's see, std string name. Item has a name. An item might have a... What might an item have? Actually, every item has a name. And every item has a value. Okay, for the price, for example, you can sell it and stuff. And we can calculate something out of value. Like value could be the sale price. And to buy it... Wait. Sell value. Buy value. Okay, so we've got two values for items. We have a name. We can have a state. Actually, this should be fine for now. We'll add some stuff as it comes as we go along. So we have this. We don't need this. Excuse me. No. There we go. Okay. So, and the inventory itself is going to be a item container. Okay, it's going to be a container for items. So in inventory, what you want to do is you want to do private. We're going to make a dynamic array here for items. And for that, we're going to have a bunch of functions in here. For example, void expand. We'll make expand into a private, actually. We don't want to call this outside. So this is going to be private. I usually have my privates up here, not down here. That's kind of strange. Why have I been doing this? You can do whatever you want, guys. In Grills, this is just how I like to do it. So private, there we go. Constructors. So expand public. Let's see. We need a void add item, and this is going to hold a constant item reference. Okay. Constant item reference. So we're gonna send in an item, which is gonna add. And since it might be a big item, we'll just what do you call it? Keep it as a reference here. We're gonna have to play around with that later. So there we go. Inventory has a capacity. Inventory has a number of items. Okay. Number of items, capacity. Expand. Void initialize. So there we go. And we're gonna fill in all of these soon. Let me just think. Expand, initialize, void, remove item, and then at position int at int index actually. So this is gonna let us remove an item from a specific index, right? And yeah. So let's see. What do we want to work on first? I think we'll want to work on inventory. Just finish what type of a container this is going to be. So actually it's good since we're talking about this stuff in the example videos as well. We'll just go ahead and fill all these out. And of course it needs actually it's going to be an item pointer items item array. Okay? Item pointer item array. So if you don't know what a pointer is, watch my example videos and you'll know. But it's basically a pointer to pointers of the type item. So yeah, you'll see. You might get it as we go along here. Actually, I won't explain it as in depth, but I'll try to do something. So cap is going to be. Let's start with a capacity of 10 items. Of course, we have 0 items from the start. Okay, and then item array equals a actually a new item pointer array for capacity. So there we go. And here we need to go through with items. This. Sorry about that. I should use this everywhere. There we go. This item array at position I. Delete. Okay, and then we need to delete the whole item array. So yeah. First we need to delete all the pointers here. Then we need to delete the actual array of pointers. That's what we're doing here. So again, go watch the dynamic array videos, and I promise you'll know. It just takes too much time if I explain it here in detail. But yeah, inventory. Let's just fill these out. Let's expand our pointer array here for items. This is going to be great because pointer arrays are very efficient. They don't use a lot of memory because everything that is not a valid value is still just a pointer. It's not actually an item. It's just a pointer to an item waiting to get a value. If you just have a regular dynamic array, a pointer, you're going to have a bunch of items lying there for no reason, taking up memory. So this is a really good way to do it. And here we go. Int from. Okay. Const int from. So we can start from. Going to cap. And we're going to have to change this as well here. Inventory. Whoops. There we go. So we're going to go from something to cap. So we're going to initialize all the non-valid spaces that are left in the array. If we add something to it and we expand it, you can initialize it again from the last valid number, after the last valid number to the end. So this is going to just array equals null pointer. Remember, now we're working with pointers, so we're going to just nullify all of those pointers there. And here if oh god, this number of items larger equal to this cap, we have, what do we have? Well, we're going to expand. Okay, and then we're going to go to int array at position, no, this number of items plus plus. Okay, equal new item, just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually it has a copy constructor anyway, so this is no big deal. Item. Why do I keep writing int array? I think I've been doing so many examples with int array, so it's stuck in my head. But yeah, it just creates a new item, copy of item. Perfect. Perfect. Remove we'll get to later. It's a little more complicated. But expand. Here are the steps we need to use. So we always start with duplicating or doubling up the capacity. The next step is to create a let's see, item, a temporary array equals new cap. Okay, so this is a new temporary array pointer with the double the size of the cap. And what we do next is copy over everything. So number of elements, number of items, temp array position I equals, what we'll do this way. Temp array equals item array position I, new item, like that. We'll just straight up make new ones and we'll copy them. Okay, we'll copy them. There we go. So there we go. And then we're going to delete the old array. So we're going to make another for loop. Number of elements, number of items. Let's see. Oops. Delete. Actually, I'll do this. I think I got this everywhere. There we go. Okay. So we deleted that. Then we have to delete this item array, the whole thing. And in the end, don't forget to do this. Actually, this pointer still remains, right? And this new array we have created, copied everything to this pointer is just pointing to it. It's holding it for us. This pointer is going to disappear at the end of the function. Okay, we need to point something that is permanent, our item array pointer, to this new array, so we don't lose it. We just created it and copied stuff over. It's a bigger version of the old one now, and we deleted the old one, so we need to make sure that this old pointer, our permanent pointer, is now pointing to that which we created. So there we go. That's it. And then what you could do, actually what I like to do is I like to, as soon as I create it, I like to, actually we could do this. I like to initialize this, but what we can do, since we made our function initialize, we can just use this here. So after you create it, after it's copied, we can say that init this initialize from this number of items. So we'll initialize all the rest of the positions here. So these are the steps to expand a pointer dynamic array. Okay, and yeah, that's great. That's great, isn't it? So there we go. We have inventory, and what we could do is, for debug reasons, we could just say, let's see here, item public. Let's do this. Let's make a debug thing here. Void debug print. Okay, void debug print. We'll just do that. We'll just do it in line. Debug print const. Okay, we'll make it in line. We'll make it a function in here. So what is this going to do? Well, this function is just going to print out the name. Okay, and we'll make sure the name is initialized here. Oh, none. just so it has an initial value. Let's initiate everything else, initialize it, buy value, sell value. There we go. Okay, so yeah, got the destructor here, and we got our debug print function. So what we could do is just to test this out. We have game, we have everything going. Before we start game, we'll make a new inventory. Inv. Okay, it's created. Inv.add item, just like that. We'll add one item to it. Now let's see if this actually works here, or if it crashes. It shouldn't crash. It worked. It worked. Okay, so let's quit. So it did not crash. Let's add, whoops, sorry about that. So let's just add a bunch of items here, whole bunch of items. Okay, and where is inventory? Inventory, private. No, this we can have public here. Void debug bug print in here as well. Const void, and we can just inline this as well. It's the simple, really quick function, and it will just go through all the items. This number of items, and just go ahead and print that out for us. Item array position I. Okay, and remember to dereference this, or we could do this way. There, debug print. Okay. So what this is going to do is just going to print out all the stuff. It should. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. String. std string. And what it does is just, it can return its name. That's what it's going to do. Return name. Okay, that's all you need to do. So it's just going to get that for us in here, and it's going to print it out. So yeah, let's see if this works. Inventory, env, debug print. Let's see. There we go. So our inventory system is working for items. It's expanding. It's getting bigger, and it's working. So yeah, we created an inventory for us. Now we just have to make sure we'll make weapons and armor, and we'll be able to inherit that from item, and we'll be able to store that in our item inventory. So yeah, thanks for watching this time. I'm sorry if it was a really long video, but I hope you learned something. And yeah, keep watching, keep working hard, and we will remove this, by the way, and we will continue on in the next video. So thanks. Have a great day. All right. Bye bye.